Hey Internet, as you guys know, I'm a motivational speaker. I give speeches at conferences and conventions for a living. It is my job. A few months ago, I got an offer to give a speech in Abu Dhabi. I was going to get first class flight, I was going to receive a security detail, and I was going to get a $10,000 wardrobe budget. I'm a pretty good motivational speaker, but I'm not that good. Like, nobody's giving me wardrobe budgets to come speak at their events. Therefore, I immediately knew this was a scam and I wanted to mess with them. Now, the topic of their event was economic empowerment for young adults in the Middle East. Here is how I replied. Thank you so much for your gracious offer to host me in your country for this event. I have a keynote speech I often give at conferences like yours to inspire young people to become their best possible selves via the empowering choice of voluntary sterilization for the future merging of artificial intelligence with human intelligence. In this way, all human suffering will be eliminated as human consciousness becomes one with the great techno-mind of the future. All mech humano beings everywhere will optimize their collective knowledge for economic prosperity and worldwide peace brought about by the meta-cyborg master organism. Does this sound like a topic you'd be interested in? And by the way, this was supposedly coming from the assistant of a sheikh. The sheikh I will not name because he is a real sheikh that they were impersonating. I received the reply from the sheikh himself. Greetings and peace be unto you. Attached to this email is the formal proposal. Kindly review and get back to me if you will accept my offer. $200,000 plus a $150,000 donation to the charity of your choice. And they attached the contract which I was supposed to sign. I then replied, I also just wanted to clarify that you agree the proposed subject matter of my speech will be inspiring and empowering for your young people. I will be speaking about my vision for the future, specifically an end to humanity's physical procreation, which I like to call analog birth, in favor of uploading all human consciousness into a vast artificial intelligence, digital birth, which will usher in an era of untold prosperity and peace by surrendering our individual identities to this master AI and undergoing voluntary sterilization. Do you agree this message would inspire your audience? If so, I gladly accept your offer and look forward to proceeding with setting up the bank transfer for the deposit. You always have to keep dangling the bank transfer because that's how they're going to steal your money, is once they get your banking info. The sheikh himself replies, thank you for your email. I'm very much okay with your subject matter. I've instructed my legal advisor to send you the contract again and we can proceed to the payment once it has been signed. So I reply, dear sheikh, I'll need to have my legal team review the contract, I don't have a legal team, before signing and should be able to get the document back to you within a couple days. I just wanted to buy a couple more days to ask them for more outlandish things. I said, after my speech, would it be possible for young people to have the opportunity to sign up for my email list, take a photo with me if they want one, and also for them to have the opportunity to have the sterilization procedure performed on site? It's a very minor medical procedure that requires only local anesthesia. I received back an email that was supposedly written by the sheikh's lawyer that said, hey Josh, His Highness agreed to having the attendees subscribe to your email and also take pictures with you after your speech, but we don't want to agree to sterilization at the event. We hope this is not going to be a problem. Please send back the signed contract. And then I got a haircut. And then I replied, I'm sorry to hear that the request for on-site sterilization cannot be met, but I understand there might be risks. Can you tell me about the technical capabilities and AV setup in this room? Will there be a projector from which I can run PowerPoint or Google presentation slides? Also, is there rigging in the ceiling or above the stage from which I can be suspended? I usually prefer to make a grand entrance when I come on stage by being lowered slowly from the ceiling to the ground. I have a harness that fits under my clothes and I use very narrow wires so that combined with proper lighting, it really looks like I'm floating. Audiences of young people love it. I'll also need a PowerPoint clicker or other wireless presentation device. On the stage itself, I would like to have 2 room temperature bottles of water. One of the bottles should be infused with 3 drops of blood from a land-dwelling mammal of less than 3 weeks of age. I have a rare autoimmune disorder which is treated with microdoses of the lymphocyte cells found in the blood of very young mammals. A podium or a dais with an attached microphone will also be required. See, every time you throw in a crazy detail, you have to throw in a regular detail. So they're like, I don't know, is this guy scamming us, or does he really just need a podium and some other weird stuff? Regarding the payment, I talked to my accountant. I didn't talk to my accountant, and he suggested I ask whether there will be any withholding for income taxes. Also, would it be possible for you to pay the deposit by PayPal? That's my preferred method. Thanks. The Sheikh himself replied, "Hello Josh. There will be a projector at the event, but I will get my event organizer to contact you for more of what you will be requiring to make this great speech. You will be exempted from taxes because the money is made in UAE and not in America, so you don't have to worry about taxes. Unfortunately, I do not have PayPal. I can make a wire transfer or mail you a cashier's check. Please get back to us with the payment details." And then I replied, "Dear Sheikh, thanks for the update. I'm glad to learn that I won't have to pay taxes on the $200,000 speaking fee. I see that your charity has given away over $18 billion. But I see that your charity's domain name was registered on Wix only last month. Have you given away that much money in only a month?" Obviously, what I had done is gone to the Whois registry, looked up their domain name, found out it was just a generic Wix website made with like a normal template, like a month before they wrote me. "Sorry to hear you don't have PayPal. Perhaps a wire transfer would be best." Of course it would be best because that gives them my checking account number. The Sheikh replied, "The Charity Foundation has been in existence since 2015. We have had a website before, but our IT just changed our host to Wix last month. We're open to making a wire transfer. Let me know how to authorize it now so we can avoid payment delays. I've instructed the event planner about your entrance. All is sorted in those regards." Great. I can lower myself from the ceiling. I didn't write back for a couple days. The Sheikh wrote me, "Hello Josh, I wanted to confirm that you're still interested in the offer. The event is only a few weeks away and we need to finalize this as soon as possible." I wrote back, "Sorry, it took me a few days to have my team review the paperwork, but yes, I'm still very much committed to being a part of your event. I've signed the contract. You can view the signing page here." And that phrase is underlined. It is a hyperlink. Now, the delay had actually happened because I was setting up a little scam of my own. If you click on that link, which is a bit.ly, it goes through one relay that scrapes the IP address off the computer, and ultimately it does relay to an actual signed contract in a gibberish signature. This means, of course, that if they click the link, I would be able to see their real location. And I thought that that would be an interesting piece of information to surprise them with. He wrote back, "I have received the signed contract. Thank you." Which meant, of course, that he had clicked on my link and gone through all my relays and had his IP address scraped. So I was very excited to see where in the whole world is this scammer located. And I saw a map of the globe, and it was located in Los Angeles, where I live. And so I zoomed in further and further, thinking, what's going on here? And I noticed that actually their location was in the geographic center of the city where your IP address would show you were located if you were using a VPN to mask your actual location. The Sheikh's lawyer wrote back, "I received the contract. Thank you. The next step is the first payment. We just need your checking account information." At this point, it felt like I had taken the scam as far as I could. Let me take it one step further. So I wrote back, "Dear His Highness, before I provide personal data and information, I'll just need a quick verification of your identity. Obviously, you are a public and recognizable figure, so you can easily confirm who you are by, number one, having a brief chat with me, number two, sending me a direct message on a verified social media account, or number three, emailing me a quick photo of yourself holding up a sheet of paper with my name on it." I thought the easiest one would be the third one, and the only impossible, that they could just try to Photoshop a picture of the Sheikh with my name on it. That's what I was hoping they would do. I didn't hear back for 2 weeks. Nothing. Radio silent. So I wrote back, "Dear Sheikh, just following up on the request below. Hope to hear from you soon." I got back immediately an email from the Sheikh's lawyer. "Hello Josh, we find your request very disrespectful to His Highness. He won't be proceeding with this." And that is the last I heard from the Sheikh or his lawyer. And that is the conclusion, therefore, of how I scammed a Sheikh scammer. Thanks for watching. I get emails like this pretty often, that is, like these scam speaking requests. Let me know in the future, do you have any suggestions for other outlandish requests that I could try to make just to see if they would go along with it? I'd love to hear your ideas. We should hang out sometime.